America's Stonehenge. This site is it was carbon dated 4,000 years. We don't really know. It could be 4,000, could be 3,500, don't know. More testing needs to get done. This was given to me by Kelsey Stone, who's a college student. He's 23 years old. And America's Stonehenge is in New Hampshire. And it's a henge. A henge is a circle. And it's a rock enclosure. And on the outside of the circle, there are standing stones. And these standing stones are put down into the ground. And the standing stones will mark the summer and winter solstice, the longest and shortest days of the year. They will also mark the autumnal equinox and the vernal equinox, the fall equinox and the spring equinox, okay? So these standing stones. So Kelsey Stone, and they're amazing, because when you stand in the center of the henge on the longest day of the year, the summer solstice, guess what? The sun comes right up over that standing stone. That's amazing. So why do people do this? Why do people get up on a Monday morning and go, oh, we're going to make a calendar, let's get some rocks, and it's crazy, right? I mean, why are people doing this? But they're doing this, and they know this stuff, and it's precise. It's mathematically precise, and something is going on here. I believe this is Nephilim architecture. Well, that's really interesting, LA. I want to see the proof of that. Glad you asked, and it's coming right now. So Kelsey Stone, a 23-year-old, 22-year-old college student, goes on Google Earth. Oh, by the way, this is the 9-foot by 6-foot slab of stone, which is used for what? Anybody want to take a guess what that slab was used for? And what kind of sacrifice was on the stone? Human sacrifice. Who demands blood? Bingo. So Kelsey Stone, and you got to look real closely. Look, you see the little triangle towards the center, go down a little bit in the center, that little triangle white shape. You see the faint white line coming out? You guys see that? Look closely. Well, LA, we do not see it. I did not bring my contact lenses. I cannot see it. Maybe if the line was red, we could see it, LA, but you have failed miserably in this. Okay, the line goes from the center of the henge out to the summer standing stone. Then he continues it. He's just a kid. I wonder where this thing goes. So he continues the line, a little further, and he winds up where? In Stonehenge, England. And not only that, he intersects the center trilithon. I talked to a surveyor. I said, is there any way to do this in antiquity? He just laughed at me. He said, absolutely not. I go, what do you mean? He goes, there's no way you can draw a straight line like that. Well, was this coincidence? He goes, I don't know. Who is the prince of the power of the air? There's your triangulation. It gets better. So Kelsey goes, I wonder where it goes from here. And he continues, and he winds up in Beirut, Lebanon. Beirut, Lebanon is the home of the Phoenicians. And the Phoenicians are the descendants of the Canaanites. And the Canaanites are a Nephilim tribe. Now, Kelsey didn't know any of that because he doesn't work from a biblical paradigm, but we do. Is that proof that the Nephilim were there? It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I mean, we can do it in modernity. We can do it in the present age because we've got a whole satellite system up in the air, right? But go back 4,000 years ago, how do you draw a straight line thousands of miles from America, Stonehenge in New Hampshire, and wind up over intersecting the center trilithon in Stonehenge, England? You can't do that. You cannot do it. You can't make string long enough, and you can't calm the ocean. It's not going to work. It's not. And the archaeologist's going to go, well, we don't have the answer to that, turn the page. So I got thinking about this, and I said, hey, Kelsey, extend the line. And I had another researcher extend the line. And this will be in volume 2. And I'll tell you now because it's amazing. He extends the line, and guess where he winds up? He winds up at the base of Mount Hermon. And guess what Mount Hermon is? Mount Hermon is the place where the 200 watcher angels ascended in the days of Jared. Hello, it's got the fallen one's fingerprints all over it. It's everywhere. And this is like right under our noses in New Hampshire. Unbelievable. It was a worldwide occupation. And what happened to these people? No one knows. Let's move on. There's the line. There's the grid, part of the grid. It's extremely deliberate. It's about as deliberate as you can possibly get.